Hi everyone, my name is Oroma Reynolds and I am the founder and owner of a special education law firm called MSR Legal and Consulting Services. We are based out of New York and work primarily with Long Island families, New York City families, and Westchester County families in helping parents navigate the special education process and also representing families in exercising their due process rights. So I'm happy to say I've been a special education attorney practicing pretty much exclusively in the area of education law since 2008. So it's been a long time and I love what I do, and I've done it on all sides, representing parents, representing school districts and school boards, suburban and New York City Department of Education, and also special needs private school networks. So I do come to this practice from varying points of views, which really helps inform the delivery of legal services to families who need help. So I'm going to toggle to the next screen. You should see my website. It's www.msrlegal.org, not .com. And if you click on this link, you'll see my blog. I have started a blog about a year and a half ago when the pandemic shutdown started, and I've been blogging ever since. When the pandemic did start, I was actually blogging for each day that schools were mandated to be closed, and I talked about a different area in special education law, or an area in education practice, or in general topics that would be of interest to parents who are parenting a child with special needs. So definitely check out my website, check out the blog posts. They hopefully will be very informative to families. So the blog that I posted earlier this week has to do with transportation. And when we think about special education, we often do not think about busing or transportation as a special education service. And probably one of the highlights of my career happened early on when I did litigate a transportation busing accommodations issue on behalf of a New York City family, and was able to achieve for that child who was wheelchair bound a particular service that would aid the family in getting the child from his doorstep to and onto the bus. So to me, this topic is very important, and I encourage families to check out this very brief blog about busing, especially now that we're hearing of potential busing shortages, at least in the New York City area, New York tri-state area, that there may be some shortages that are impacting the availability of special transportation effective on the first day of school. So this blog is really to highlight the importance of, knowing your options, knowing your rights, and possibly pursuing a remedy if your child's IEP mandated transportation is not in effect as of the first day of school, or if there are other accommodations that you feel your child needs in order to access his or her education that he or she is not receiving from the district. There are also a number of topics in special education or in the world of education policy that I want to highlight as well, and to let you know that I'll be following the trends and whatever is happening in this field of education policy, especially as we are navigating this COVID crisis. So out of LA, the public school district there has mandated COVID vaccines for children, for the most part, 12 and older, in order for those children to participate in-person learning on campus. There is a virtual, or appears to be a remote option for families of children who are not vaccinated within that category. So that is something we're definitely watching here in the tri-state area to see if any of the public school districts will end up following suit. Of course, that's going to be, would be a very hot topic in this area, especially for families with children with special needs, and navigating the any potential mandate. But as far as we know today, as of now, such a mandate for vaccinating children has not reached New York State as far as we know right now. But MSR Legal will be watching that and posting about it if there are any changes or updates to the current policy. And it's really important that we keep track of what is happening in this field of education policy, especially in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. So I encourage you to check back, and hopefully I will be posting these short video clips or going live every Friday. I've missed a couple of Fridays, so definitely check out my blog for any new posts, but I am trying to renew the commitment to doing this every Friday. MSRlegal.org. If you do have questions about your child's specific special education needs, book a consultation on my website. I'm going to put it back on the screen. If you toggle to this purple rectangular button on the upper right hand side, you will come to my contact form, and this would be how you can book an initial consultation via email. It's not necessarily a phone consultation, but at least an initial consultation via email to discuss whatever matter is impacting your child at this time. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.